Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. And welcome, everybody that's a Bills fan. I'm right here. Before I get started, I definitely want to talk about what happened earlier. Hold on. I gotta find it because the thing about it is, I am not too happy with what happened today. All right. All right. Now I got it. Now it's time to talk about what happened earlier. Because unfortunately, now back in 1993, there was a wild card game on January 3rd, 1993. And it was almost 30 years to the day that this happened. The Bills were down by 32 points. Came back to win it. And at the time, it was the largest and probably the greatest comeback in the history of the NFL. I can't say that right now because thanks to the Colts, Buffalo no longer has the record. No longer has the sticking record. All because the Colts didn't do anything in the second half to keep the lead and to eventually win it. The Vikings were down by 33 points. And you know what happened? The Vikings came back and won. Now the Vikings have the record. All thanks to the sticking Colts. So this is what I stick and feel about the Colts. Thank you very much. I can no longer call the greatest comeback or the largest comeback in NFL history. Thanks to yous. I'm not too happy with yous because you can't take a stick and lead. You can't stick and keep it. Up until today, the Houston Oilers were considered the biggest choke job. Not anymore. Now it's the Indianapolis Colts. And now the Minnesota Vikings have the record. The only record that this has is this is the largest comeback in postseason history. That's the only thing that Buffalo has now. They don't have the largest comeback anymore in NFL history, thanks to the Indianapolis Colts. So thank you very much, and I hope that if the Bills face the Colts in the near future, it's a revenge game for what happened today. Now that I'm done ranting, it's time to go back to the second half. Buffalo, of course, I will say, the good thing is Buffalo is in the lead, 21-13 over the Dolphins. And of course, the Bills are going to have it first in the second half because they won the coin toss. Well, I'm not too happy with how the Colts played. If the Colts would have played better, they wouldn't have given up a big lead. And thanks to them, Minnesota Vikings now have the record over Buffalo. That's all I got to say. Hopefully, the Bills will get revenge on the Colts for giving up that big lead. But that's enough for that. It's time to go back to the game. There was a little bit of delay due to snowball throwing, but it was only a slight delay, but then eventually he was able to play. So Buffalo's going to have the ball in the second half. I don't know if it's still delayed. I'm going to find out. There was snowball throwing earlier. There was even snowball throwing near the end of the second quarter. There was a touchdown, of course, at the end of the second quarter. So Buffalo ended up extending their lead 21-13. Of course, the Dolphins are going to kick it away. And the second half will be coming up in a minute. By the way, this might have a slight delay because I'm actually watching this on the NFL app. So it might not actually be the case right now. This might not be happening right now because of the delay, but this is how I'm calling it. Here we go. Dolphin kicks it away, and it might, okay, he's going to take it. He's going to run with it. He's going to get to the 18-yard line, it looks like. Hines will get to the 18-yard line, and that's where they'll start. All right. My hair's a little messed up, and I do apologize. And just in case you didn't want to, just in case you wanted to know, Miami scored first. It was 3-0, of course. The Bills scored a touchdown, made it 7-3. And hold on, first down, hand off. Oh no, it's a fake, and it's thrown and caught by Singletary, and he gets at least 8. It looks like 8 yards on the play. Now back to the scoring. The Bills scored a touchdown. Like I said, it made it 7-3. Then the Dolphins scored a field goal, which made it 7-6. And then Buffalo, of course, scored another touchdown, which made it 14-6. And then the Dolphins scored a touchdown, made it 14-13. And here's the handoff, and it goes nowhere. It was handoff to Singletary. It's a loss of at least 4 yards, I think. So it's going to be third down at least 5. And by the way, finally, when it comes to the scoring, Buffalo scored at the end of the second quarter, which made it 21-13. See, and that time the run didn't do anything. Okay, so it was a loss of 3 on the play. So it's third down at 4. Allen throws it, incomplete. So they're going to have to kick it. That's the first 3 and out by the Bills this game, I think. So the Dolphins are going to get it back, unfortunately. So 3 and out. Sam Martin is going to punt. I think this is his second punt of the game. And here's the kick. It's up and away. And looks like Wilson Jr. downed it at least the 26-yard line. So Miami will take over on that. Now back to the scoring. Buffalo, of course, scored 3 touchdowns, which made it 20. They got 21 points in the first half. And the Dolphins got a couple of field goals and 1 touchdown. So it went Dolphins first. Dolphins didn't get the field goal right away, but theirs with the first points. It made it 3-0. Then of course the Bills scored, which made it 7-3. They scored a touchdown, and then of course the Dolphins scored a field goal, which made it 7-6. And then of course Buffalo scored another touchdown, which made it 14-6. And then, of course, the Dolphins scored a touchdown, which made it 14-13. And then, of course, Buffalo scored at the end of the second quarter, which made it 21-13. 21-13, and that's where it resides right now. So by the way, I already talked about before the second half started for Buffalo and the Dolphins game. The second half, of course. I talked about the Vikings and Colts game, and I wasn't too happy about that. The Colts had a big lead. They had 33-0, and they squandered it, and they lost 39-36. They were able to score a field goal and then nothing else. The Minnesota Vikings came back, and that was all she wrote. They won it in overtime, 39-36. And then, of course, the Browns beat the Ravens 13-3. By the way, I had the Vikings winning, and I had the Ravens winning, and I'm 1-for-1 so far. Of course, I'm going to pick the Bills. I'm going to pick my team regardless. All right, so it's back. So Miami's going to get ready to get set. It's 13 on left. The Bills defense needs to play better. They marked them at the 27, so first down and 10. Looks like they're going to change the play here. No, they're going to hand it off. Masert for a gain of at least 6 yards, so it's second down. So that makes it 2nd and 4. All right, so 2nd and 4. So it'll probably be a throw. Yeah. It's batted and it's incomplete. So it's 3rd down and 4. Lawson was the one that batted it down. He almost came up with it too. Would have been intercepted if he would have came up with it. That would have been Tua's first interception against Buffalo this year. So it's 3rd down and 4. Miami's 4 for 8 on 3rd downs. Tua's going to throw again. It is long and caught. And it's going to be a touchdown, and we're going to be close to being tied. Dang nabbit! Jalen Waddle makes the catch. Dang nabbit. So this is going to be the first time in a few games Buffalo is going to give up more than 20 points or even more. This could be a 20-point or more game. They're going to go for it. They're going to take the 2-point conversion to tie it. They're going to try to tie it. So they want the tie now. They don't want the tie later, which I don't get. He's probably going to get it. Incomplete. He did not get it. And wow. So I thought they were going to give up 20 points. Well, Buffalo might still give up the 20 points, but Waddle still gets a touchdown. Man, oh man. No, I have to call it. I'm not too happy about it. On the very first possession of the second half, the Dolphins, so it's 21-19. I'm not too happy. Uh, defense is playing horrible tonight against the Dolphins. So there's a chance that Buffalo not only lose the record, lose their record, but lose this game on one day. But anything could happen. I'm gonna take a break. Man, oh man, and I'm starting to get hot, so I'm gonna put on my sticking shirt anyway. To Jalen Warren. Oh, this sucks. The defense needs to play better. They really need to play better. The Dolphins are not even going to give the Bills a shot to even win the division. Yeah, sorry about that. Hair sticks up because I'm wearing my sticking shirt because I'm hot. I get hot when these games are like this. So it's 21-19. Bills give up another touchdown to Miami. They haven't, and it's actually the same score that they were in week 3. See, that was just bad. That was bad, and it really was. That was just too easy. That was just too easy. So the Bills will have it at the 25. They're going to need, and it looks like Allen keeps it. He gets the first down to the 39-yard line. So it looks like it's going to be battle of the offenses tonight because the way Buffalo's defense has played, it's been pretty ridiculous. This is the first time in a couple of games that Buffalo's defense has not played good. Here's Allen. He's going to throw it. He's going to give it to Dawson Knox, and he completes it to, I think, the 41-yard line. It's a first down. And Knox was open. And that was a pretty good catch to hand off to Singletary. Singletary gets 4 yards at least. Mark him down. So it's 7 and 6. Never mind, 2nd and 7. And now mark them further. All right. Allen to throw, completes to Diggs. It looks like he's going to. Ooh, he's hurt. But he might. Okay, never mind. I thought he was hurt for a minute there. He got close to the first down, but it's still going to be 3rd down. So it's 3rd and 2. And there's a flag on the play. He threw it, but unfortunately for Allen, he didn't get anything out of that. So it's probably going to be fourth down regardless. I think it's going to be fourth down regardless. Oh, they're going to take the penalty. They want to push. Miami wants to push Buffalo back. I'm kind of surprised about that. I thought they would try to hold them to at least a field goal. No, then they don't want them to get any points. So it's 3rd and 12. I'm kind of surprised that they decided not to. Miami decided not to take the. It might actually help. And that's a false start. So that's going to push them further back. And I already knew it was a false start. So Buffalo might not only lose the record, which they did, they could lose this game. Not only lose the record, but lose on one day. This is just ridiculous. 3rd and 17. He's going to throw it. He's going to. Oh! So they're going to punt. So that should help Miami. Oh, there's a penalty. It declined. It's on Buffalo. So it's probably a hold. A punt. Punt. You have Miami a shot to take the sticking lead. So Miami has a shot to take the lead. They're only down by 2. I made a mistake by doing this. Miami's going to win this game. Buffalo's not only going to lose the record, but lose on the same day as well. Because Miami doesn't stick and care. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. This is ridiculous. And it really is. Yeah, I'd be frustrated too. This was a mistake, and it really was doing one of these. Wanted to cheer for my team, whatever not, and they're starting to blow it. Okay, that it's at the 11. Miami has ridiculous. Buffalo's defense could play better than this. This is ridiculous. And I don't know what happened here. But it is a first down. This is just getting ridiculous. Fucking. Okay. Tua's going to throw. He's going to throw. Nobody was open either. There's a flag on the play, so it's going to be on Buffalo, most likely. Don't really matter either way. I'd rather just end the sticking stream, honestly. If my connection's sticking on. Come on, you're sticking. No, only a 1 yard gain that time. Sorry about the connection problems. I do apologize. I don't know what's the problem with this thinking sucker. 2nd and 9. 8 minutes and 33 seconds left. Buffalo's offense has been disappointing in the second half so far. And the fake handoff. Tua's in trouble. He's going to run for the first. Or no, he's not going to run to the first down. He's going to slip, and he's only going to pick up at least maybe 6 yards on the play. Reps that he could have gotten the first down, so it's 3rd down and 4. Holy cow. Deep. I haven't seen the. Come on, you sticking unstable piece of crap. Come on. This is sticking ridiculous. 3rd and 2. Incomplete. That's what the Bills needed. I do apologize. By the way, what happened was there was an incomplete pass. So Buffalo now can get the ball back, as Miami could not come up with it. And there was a nice tip by Tre'Davious White to not allow the other team to get even reach. And come on with the thicket connection. Come on. I apologize, folks. I had to type it because the thing about it is I've been having connection problems. I don't get it. I don't know why I'm having connection problems all of a sudden. This about it is I'm getting sick and tired of this stream. I've never had this act up before. This is what's getting me angry, and it really is. It's not being fair to me. Ended it on, trying to get them out on the run. Fair. Come on, you sticking connection! Third down. Allen. He's not going to get nothing. Punt. And they down it. I think when they have to, and I do apologize, folks. I really do.